My name is Zuzana Boukalová. I am hydrogeologist from Faculty of Environment, Czech University of Life Science, Prague, and I am the leader of work package, which is responsible for pilot sites in DALIA project, Danube Region Lighthouse Water Activity, which is the project which financed under the Horizon Europe mission Oceans and Waters. And I would like to introduce you our Czech team. I am sitting here with Associated Professor Michal Kuráš, well-known computational hydrologist. We are at Czech University of Life Science in Prague at the Faculty of Environment, and we are discussing about freshwater restoration project. Please, Michael, could you tell us something about your experiences with freshwater restoration projects?
Hello, Zuzana. Recently, I'm involved in the European Commission Horizon project DALIA, which is focused on restoration and hydrological research of Danube catchment. From my experience from this project, I can conclude that the greatest challenges for such kind of projects is interdisciplinarity, because historically, when we were doing such kind of hydrological research, we could rely on monitoring data a lot. But recently, with the ongoing climate change, the hydrological reality will be updated. So what will basically happen is that the properties, the hydrological properties of the catchment, of the rivers, will no longer be as used to be before, because everything will be, lots of regimes will be in future updated. So based on my experience, I can conclude that what is needed now is some kind of interdisciplinarity. So monitoring the data is still a very important part of these projects. But apart from the monitoring, we have to also employ different careers in research. We have to focus on climate change. Then the climate change somehow propagates in the water regime of the rivers. So it means that we have to employ a lot of careers related to mathematical modeling. And of course, apart that, the updated future will of course update water resources, will update, let's say, the possibility of the use of the freshwater bodies. So it will of course have a strong impact on society. So of course we will have to now put together lots of careers dealing with different topics. And the main obstacle now that we will have to cope is that there will be different researchers from different careers working together, and of course each researcher talks with different language. So we will have to find a way the greatest obstacle is that each researcher has to communicate with each other.
Okay, thank you. But tell me, what about the implementation of the DALIA project? Are you incorporating such measures, or do you have some experiences from implementing such measures?
Well, in case of DALIA catchment, DALIA project, it's a relatively new project, but it was of course because it's a new project, so all these requirements were specified in the proposal. So this is exactly what we are now incorporating in DALIA project. And
there are only the Czech Republic pilot site in this project, or are you having experiences from the other pilot sites as well?
Of course. So this is an international European Commission project. So there are basically all countries except Austria that are part of the Danube basin are involved in this project, and there are in total 9 representative pilot sites. Each pilot site represents a certain, let's say, a certain part of the Danube, certain problem on the Danube that should be dealt with, we should deal with, and so of course there's one pilot site for the Czech Republic, because in Czech Republic we have a subcatchment of Danube, but the other pilot sites are from different countries.
The demo site of the project DALIA is in South Moravia, and I have here Petr Čupa, who is from Lower Moravia Biospheric Reserve, and is representing this pilot site for DALIA project. And he will tell us something about the demo, about the pilot, the problems, what's happening here, what happened, and what will happen still in the future.
Thank you. Maybe I should start with a simple explanation of what the Biosphere Reserve is. Biosphere reserves are special areas designated by UNESCO, and in these areas we study how to improve the relationship between people and their environment. So the Biosphere reserves worldwide have three main functions. The first function is conservation of cultural and natural biodiversity. The second task is promotion of sustainable development, and the third function is research, monitoring, and education. So we try to work in the framework of these three functions. So the Biosphere Reserve offers itself to work as a tool for stakeholders that are living and making living in the area, and they're using Biosphere Reserve as a tool to improve their livelihood as well as the environment.
Biospheric Reserve could be a really good instrument for implementing the revitalization project, and it's functioning here.
Absolutely. Especially in the case of Lower Morava Biosphere Reserve, we act as a platform where many stakeholder groups are united under one umbrella of a biosphere reserve, and we are creating strategies how to improve the environment in our region. And we are trying to do it as a consensus of various stakeholders. So if you just think about the Biosphere Reserve as a platform where various stakeholders meet and try to make a change in the landscape. That's why we volunteered to be part of the project, because in our management structure or governance structure of a Biosphere Reserve, we are having different stakeholder groups. They're coming from scientific panel. They're coming from communities. They're coming from business panel. So all together, they're in the platform of Biosphere Reserve, and they're trying to contribute to the revitalization of the whole region.
Okay, and such effort, it is transferable to some other region, or could you see some possibility to just take these lessons learned and just transfer it somewhere?
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, the Biosphere Reserves worldwide, they have the same functions. So the Biosphere Reserves play by the same rules as we do, and it adds to the transferability of various projects and approaches. So the experience that we gain here in South Moravia, I can easily picture that this experience can be transferred to Austria or other Biosphere Reserves in Europe. I cannot speak on behalf of the rest of the world, but definitely in Europe we share similar conditions, and definitely there is a great potential that the experience we make here, either positive or negative, still can be used elsewhere, at least within Europe.
Nacházíme se na vodohospodářském ústavu Tomáše Garrigua Masaryka a sedím tady s hydrologem Adamem Vizinou.
V současné době jsme řešiteli projektu DALIA pod Horizon EU, kde se zabýváme především bilančními výpočty, které slouží jako podklady nejen revitalizaci toků, ale revitalizaci krajiny a podobných projektů. V historii jsme se zabývali řešením a vyhodnocením revitalizace toků pro Ministerstvo životního prostředí, kde jsme posuzovali vlastně samotný účinek těch revitalizací na základě budování a monitoringu před vybudováním a monitoringu po vybudování těchto opatření a jejich dopad na vodní režim a především na průtoky v tocích.
Tak vidím, že to je poměrně aktuální problematika. Co byste doporučil někomu, kdo by podobný projekt chtěl tady v České republice provozovat?
Z naší zkušenosti většina projektů tu nemá úplně kvalitní data a z našeho pohledu je potřeba tak, aby ta revitalizace, potažmo různá adaptační opatření byla udržitelná, mít podklady ne pouze pro současné, ale výhledové podmínky, protože ta dynamika změn hydroklimatických jevů se zvyšuje a dají se očekávat zvýšené výskyty suchých období a dalšího extrému povodní.
A jaká je spolupráce s konečnými uživateli, s obcemi, s povodím?
Ten zájem těch municipalit se zvyšuje, protože změnu klimatu vnímají jako aktuální téma a vlastně touží po určitých datech, které poskytují právě ty výhledy do budoucnosti a ten tlak společenský na řešení těchto problémů narůstá a je velmi aktuální.
Dobře. A měl byste nějaký návrh třeba pro Ministerstvo životního prostředí nebo zemědělství nebo případně pro Evropskou komisi, jak postupovat, čeho se vyvarovat v rámci těchto projektů?
Obecně si myslím, že těch finančních zdrojů je relativně hodně, ale je s tím spojená vysoká administrativa a zjednodušení určitých postupů pro čerpání a získávání těch dotací by byla vhodná především týkající se menších projektů. Dalším aspektem je, že tyto projekty je potřeba spolufinancovat a přece jenom politici jsou voleni na krátké období a často si vyberou spíše fotbal než revitalizaci toku.
Ještě vrátíme se ale k tomu projektu DALIA. Jsou tady přímo nějaké konkrétní zkušenosti s tímto projektem, nebo teprve začínáte, nebo jak to vypadá? Bude tady nějaký výstup, který by bylo možno transferovat do jiných povodí?
V současné době končí první rok řešení a v rámci projektu jsou takzvané replikátory. V našem případě se jedná o replikátor plovoucího výparoměru, který by mohl upřesnit hodnoty výparů z vodních ploch. Tato veličina není úplně dobře měřená, těžko se kvantifikuje a rozšíření monitorovací sítě nejen v České republice, ale i v zahraničí by umožnila upřesnit vodohospodářskou bilanci vodních zdrojů.
No a ještě bych se na závěr zeptala, jaké teda jsou zkušenosti přímo s řešením těch projektů, jak to funguje třeba na těch lokalitách, kdo se o ty projekty zajímá nebo nezajímá, co by se v této otázce dalo udělat lépe?
Z mého pohledu je nejlepší projekty řešit a navrhovat různá adaptační opatření v místech, kterým máme vztah, protože vložené emoce do řešení těchto problémů se právě projeví v rámci kvalitě jednotlivých návrhů.
A jak toto implementovat do různých směrnic a v rámci Ministerstva životního prostředí?
Tohle úplně nelze, ale ten tlak především od dětí a mladších generací je velký a my to budeme implementovat sami.
Tak děkuji moc krát. Myslím, že to na závěr zaznělo moc pěkně. Naschledanou.
Sanou, děkuji.
What do you think about the freshwater restoration project here in Czech Republic? About the implementation? Is this successful or unsuccessful? There are some many, or how it is? What do you think?
Well, if taking into consideration climate change, so this is still still state-of-the-art science which is developing. So of course there are many successful projects, but there's still a very wide field of application that we should still deal with. So there's still, due to climate change, there's also lots of uncertainties that are not yet resolved for the Czech Republic.